Schumann Resonance has gone insane. So much energy spiked. 25 hours of high, intense energy with no breaks. But right now, looks like we got a little break. How long will it last? I have no idea. We're near the midnight hours. We got a whole lot to talk about, a whole lot of data to get into, and I want to cover up some things involving ascension, symptoms, you know what I mean? Trying to differentiate between um, symptoms and other things as well. And I also want to talk about law of attraction, some things about it because I feel like maybe people don't understand it. I'm not gonna get into too much right now, so let's jump into the data. All right, so welcome everyone back to another video. Joe Sky back at it again with the Schumann Resonance for September 13. Very, very early hours. Um, this is real time. This is insane energy. I'm gonna break it down in just about 30 seconds. But things are starting to calm down just a little bit right now. How long? I have no idea. We got a massive push in energy. Stop. Massive push in energy look like angel wings, if you know what I mean. And it stopped again. So maybe we're gonna get even larger angel wings. But as you can see, that's kind of what it's resembling. And we've seen this pattern before. Now, let's kind of break things down. Now, how hard was this energy? Since it blasted through the charts, it's off the charts. An amplitude of 71 hertz. That's quite intense, by the way. 40 hertz is where it clocks out at, so we smack up to 71. And we shot right back up to about 50, which is intense. So a lot of energy, a lot of energy. And overall, you could just see um, things were quite intense. We had a power of 71, so I was off by one. So very, very intense here. And we're taking a look at the Italian Schumann resonance. We're still getting some data here, which is great. And we'll go direct to the station right now. You can see some rumbles, a lot of rumbles. And I can't tell you how strong they really are. They're not that powerful, maybe 15, 20 hertz, but that's still quite a bit. So definitely active, very, very active, a lot of energy here. So now that we got that done, um, where are we at here? Again, there's been nothing. There's been no geomagnetic activity, no solar proton, no solar flare activity. Sun, on the other hand, this is picture 193, September 13. This one shows like the coronal holes and the coronal emission and whatnot. If I'm not mistaken, let me make sure actually real quick because I think I forgot. This one shows the corona and the hot coronal emissions, but also does a good job showing this coronal hole. And overall, maybe it's just me, but the sun has black lines everywhere. I don't know if anybody's really noticing that, but there are just black lines everywhere. Is that I don't know if I really pay attention to that, but this is just a massive black line. So we have a lot of activity going on the sun right now. There's also a little coronal hole in the bottom right, but that one it will probably not really face us. At the end of the day, this is looking more like a heart right now, and it's definitely starting to open up. Now, again, a lot of activity, a lot of things happening. So, by all means, of course, let me know how are you guys feeling. So, for the symptoms. I mean, again, you're gonna feel the usual symptoms, whether that's being tired, a lot of ear ringing. I've been getting so much in the left ear, by the way. Um, a lot of you might feel tired, out of it, sweating. Um, Maybe you're feeling, lost. Time's moving quick, time's moving slow, a little bit of both. Things just don't feel right. It's crazy. The symptoms are really just everywhere. And for me, that's kind of what been showing up for me. You might feel some pains. You might have some things come up. Maybe you have some acne, right? I don't know. Maybe you have a lot of acne. Um, Overall, of course, um, a lot of energy, a lot of things going on. Let me know how you're doing. Let me know how you're feeling. So overall, how do we differentiate? So if you have trauma or various things, that could actually get stored in the hips. Here's an example of what's not an ascension symptom. And it's something in the hips, or maybe you have trauma, right? It's in the hips. Well, anytime you do some sort of movement or exercise, there ends up being a emotional release. That is not a ascension symptom for the Schumann resonance, because obviously when the Schumann spikes, we tend to get symptoms and whatnot, especially when there's a lot of solar, specifically solar activity, which plays a big role with the Schumann resonance. And I've been monitoring the sun, and whenever this thing has something going on, whether it's solar flares, specifically solar flares and coronal holes, those tend to be the ones that definitely have a major impact on us, and it impacts us differently. And it's fine; things happen. So anything involving, stomach could be anything though, right? So you always have to differentiate between um, everything, all the symptoms and everything you're going through. So, sometimes we have to heal these things. We need to be in alignment. It's not about getting to alignment, it's about maintaining alignment. And that's what the goal is right now. It's to maintain alignment, it's to maintain the high vibration, it's to maintain that love. That's what we got to do here. And obviously, when people get triggered during this, because most people you'll see get triggered when there's a massive coronal hole, a lot of solar flares, or it's a full moon or anything like that. Astrology plays a big role as well. And anything pops up, you're going to see people getting triggered. Do not let that get you. Do not let them ruin your meal. Eat happy meals, or else you're not just eating food, but you're eating some negative emotions, and that'll mess up the gut. That'll mess things up. Not forever, but temporarily. So always try to maintain the light and try to just do your best. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, if we lived in amazing environments and we lived with a beautiful, happy community, and we were in a beautiful area with no, nice island off grid, yeah, I don't think we'd be bothered by anything. We'd be in alignment. We wouldn't get out of it, bro. We wouldn't have to deal with traffic or anything, or people that are crazy. So next thing's law of attraction. There's a big illusion here with you attract everything you want. You are, or you attract not that, but you attract everything. I mean, you could be resonating in such a high vibe and everything could be going well for you. You're on the right people. That's it then, right? So I don't believe that much into law of attraction anymore. I don't really believe that much because it really just doesn't make that much sense. I mean, you could have the best people around you. Um, you could have, I'm pretty high vibe. Sometimes I'm in a bliss mode, and I feel great. But at the same time, I mean, you could always get those people that are not high vibe. They're trolls. They're this. They're that. Everybody's gonna get them, whether you're a master, whether you're, you know, high vibe or anything. And it's not that we attract broken people because we're broken people. We're not broken people. It's the fact that sometimes we attract people we need to heal or help or something like that. So don't fall into the traps or the, I don't know, I won't consider it a trap, but the nonsense that people put out there that we're attracting everything. I don't think so. So overall, of course, at the end of the day, be a high vibration, focus on what you want and you'll get it. And that's what we should do is put our focus towards a better, happier earth and put our focus towards what matters the most. And everything that's going, a lot of things going on, not everything's a distraction because, things happen, but there is a lot of distractions, especially the media is like 99, like 100% distractions. Um, we need to definitely keep our focus on what we want and definitely keep going there. So I want to thank everyone for watching. Um, Thank you. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Check out the live streams, check out the videos, watch the replays, etc., etc. Thank you so much, and I can't wait to see you guys next time.